Welcome back to, of course, You're Invited, where real friends bring real stories. And today we have a special guest. Chloë Downs is joining us, and she is an entrepreneur. She's a coach, and she is the founder of SHFT Agency, which she exited successfully in 2025. And she's brought along her cousin today, Georgina Billings, and I'm going to let them introduce each other.
So obviously you guys all know Chloe as the entrepreneur, and she has a million accolades. Forbes 30 under 30. But to me, Chloe's my younger cousin. Our parents are siblings. So, she's my first cousin. But if I'm honest, I feel like Chloe is probably more like a sister. My side of the family is quite small. So, we spent our lives growing up together. And yeah, she's someone that's kind of like been a consistent pain in my ass. A consistent person in my life and now in my children's life, and I love her a lot.
That's G.
Basically, we're done. Let's go.
No, this is my big cousin Georgina, or G. Yeah, do you know G is what's your actual job title? Artist representative. There we go. G is an artist representative, which she's been smashing over the past, don't know, like 6-ish months, maybe. Yeah, she manages a range of like street artists, and yeah, she's doing incredibly at that. She's been smashing it in the game because it's a space that is not very inclusive, and G's been making it more inclusive. But yeah, as G said, I think us growing up, me, G, my brother, her brother, grew up more like siblings than cousins, to be honest. Like, we've lived about 15 minutes away from each other our whole lives, have spent all of our birthdays, Christmases, summers, all of that. There's multiple pictures of us running around naked in the garden.
From last year.
Yeah, exactly,
Don't want to see them.
And I'm the auntie to G's 3 kids, and I spend a lot of time with them, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to. But yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, innit? Free childcare. But yeah, that's G.
You grew up together, both from South London.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of your earliest memories of each other?
Well, G's older, which I
So I feel like for quite a lot of it, Chloe and my younger brother were probably, we were all together all the time, but they probably have a lot of younger memories.
Yeah, because he's 2 years older than me, so we were closer in age, and also I feel like there was a point where G was probably
cool.
Yeah, I'm too cool to play with kids. Do you know what I mean? And then yeah, that was basically it.
And then fast forward, and Chloe's asked me to borrow her to borrow your ID. For her to go clubbing. I'm like, oh, give it another year and you can come out with me.
Going to a lot of clubs with that ID.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Don't tell the feds.
Yeah. Or your mum.
Yeah. No, she probably knows.
But I feel like one of my core memories of you. Do you remember Snowy Chloe?
Yes, I know what you're gonna say. You're so jarring,
Snowy Chloe.
So basically, I don't even know where we were. There's no substance to the story. But me and Chloe were out, and she was like, "Oh, you're gonna." I feel like this is early autism detector.
Yeah, I know. How did no one know?
Yeah, how did we not know? And Chloe goes, "Oh, your name rhymes with Ribena, Georgina Ribena." I said, "Yes," and your name rhymes with Snowy, Chloe Snowy, and she started crying, and she did not stop crying. And I was like, "What have I done?" I'm sure your mum told me off for it as well. And I was like,
"You got in trouble."
All I did was call her Snowy Chloe.
You got in trouble for that.
You know what? Yeah, I don't like when people shorten my name. I don't like when people call me Chloe. You've legit got to be you got to have known me for minimum 10 years to call me any kind of nickname, because we're not friends like that. So yeah, maybe we.
So what's my excuse?
Well, I wasn't 10 at that point, so maybe that's why you hadn't been 10
not long enough.
I'm trying to think of my earliest memories. I think it's just really just playing in my garden. That was my main thing. I've, to be fair, but we both grew up with gardens, but people would always be at my house. Quite often had parties at my house and things like that. And I just remember all of us playing in the garden. I remember when the I don't know if you remember this, the back of the garden was that wood chip thing.
Yeah.
And I had some kind of play thing there.
Yes, I do remember that.
I don't know where that went, but
your
I remember us
playing
playing
changing even now.
all the time.
Every time I come to house, it's different.
But yeah, I think that playing there. Yeah, I think
I feel like it's just simple joys.
Yeah, exactly.
Even things like driving in the car, and your mum would literally be like, right, we're all going to go round and everyone's going to sing a song. Dumb things like that. Or Bingo.
Oh my god, yeah.
CHLOE.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
That song.
But we literally, it's just like, I feel like the purest, simple, like we had the happiest childhood.
Yeah, we had a sick childhood. For real.
Always doing art stuff. Like we were with Chloe's dad a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Always Chloe on his shoulders. Like we were just literally, I feel like, was Zach born then? Maybe not. But we would just literally just go on crazy adventures, be in Covent Garden and watch the buskers all day. And literally, and even now, it's quite nice because they do exactly the same thing with my kids. So I know when my kids go out with Uncle Brian and Auntie Mary, which is Chloe's parents, I'm not going to hear from them all day. And if I call them, their phone's going to ring out all day.
And my dad's going to come back 5 hours later.
They're going to come back 5 hours later. They would have lost a shoe and a bag.
Oh my God.
But they'll all be happy, fed, and ready for bed. Like,
perfect.
Just good times. And I feel like that sums up our childhood. Is that exactly the same?
Yeah, I think we've spoken about that a lot recently. Like how I think I hear a lot of people talking like quite negatively about their childhood. And I feel really sad. Like I feel sad about that people didn't get to experience stuff until they were older. Whereas like, I think we were doing all of that stuff from young. Like we were going to the art galleries and there's so much free stuff you can do in London, and we were doing all of that.
Yeah, look, we didn't spend loads of money.
No.
Not that we didn't have money, but we just literally, we didn't have to.
No, we were doing free stuff.
We take
all the
up
time.
at lunch.
Yeah.
Even now the kids take a meal deal out with them. Like.
Yeah, my mum loves a meal deal. Man.
Yeah.
It was like £3 back in the day. Was it cheaper?
Now it's like $8.
Oh, what?
Gotta get your Tesco club card, bro.
Don't have one.
I feel like you made a good point around people often having maybe experiencing certain things in childhood that maybe were barriers and they weren't able to access, or maybe just have the free time to experience some of the things that you have.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your relationship has shaped you and your ability to, I feel like you made a good point around people often having maybe experiencing certain things in childhood that maybe were barriers and they weren't able to access, or maybe just have the free time to experience some of the things that you have.
Yeah.
How do you feel like your relationship has shaped you and your ability to, have fun and like have those moments of joy? Have you noticed as an adult now that shaped you in a certain way? Maybe it's like personality, or it's how you engage with other people.
I feel like we're just confident, even as you said, like, for example, I now work in an art space, and I have never felt intimidated going into, because we've literally been doing it from kids, like going into an art gallery and drawing and, not being made to be silent. Like, do you know what I mean? Go in there, enjoy it. Like, we're rightfully in a space just like everyone else is. Take your pencils, spend an hour drawing. You can walk around the space, just don't leave the room, for example. So now it's like we aren't scared to go and have conversations and feel like we have to mould ourselves into a type of person because we think that's what should fit into this space.
Yeah. I think also, we were talking about this the other day, like I think how we were all raised was to be very independent, but also it's funny because people always comment on how close I am with my family, and I'm like, I would have thought I'm quite independent though, like, and I feel like we're close in a different way. Like when I think about people that are close with their family, it feels cringy to me.
Like your mum's best friend.
Yeah,
our mums are our best friends.
Yeah. I think both of our mums told us straight, we ain't your mate. We are not your friends.
My mum said that to me.
Yeah, I've got to say it, man. I think I don't know about you, but my mum said that. I said to her, like, when I was young, oh, you're my best friend. She said, no, I'm not. She said, no, I'm not your mum.
Sorry. No, same. But I'd never sit to my mum because I was scared. She'd give me the look.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not.
But yeah, no, I think we were all raised to be independent, which actually is even more of a testament to how close we are, because like it was never a thing where it was like, oh, you need to stay at home and we all need to be together. Like it was never that. Like I think I was allowed, both me and my brother have been allowed to go and travel and live abroad and all that kind of thing without our parents ever being like, no, you need to stay close to us and that kind of thing. And I think I think even like me going to like your house for sleepovers and stuff, I could go and, do you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like we were raised to be quite independent, but we're all still close. And I think going off of the confidence thing as well, I think that's also kind of built our confidence and made us all people that we're like, no, we are us. Like we are ourselves. Like we've never tried to be anyone else. We don't do things to try to impress other people. And I think as a collective family, we're all of us are like that on our side of the family, for sure.
But then I'll add to that as well, because I think we're all very independent and have been pushed to be independent. But at the same time, we know if I'm in trouble, I can call my mum, I can call, depending on what trouble I'm in, for example. It might be that it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm 16, not allowed to be out, so I can call my Aunt Debbie, for example.
Yeah.
And I feel like the same thing with kind of Chloe now, and even with my daughter, I know that Dills will call Chloe and be like, and she's been told, please do that. Like, let's have that relationship so that, there's never a time that you can't call us. My might get an arse whooping, maybe. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so I feel like it's kind of been a really great balance.
I love that. It reminds me of like the term like is it interdependent, where you are independent, but because you have that, I guess, high self-esteem, and you're able to, you know, lock in, and you're clear and confident about where you're going and who you are, you're able to then you're able to then like explore your world around you, and you're not as scared to explore because that safe base is there. And that family feels like is that your safe base, and you're like, cool, I know I have that like stability there. That means I feel even more empowered to like go out and maybe explore things that feel a bit scary to other people. Which I think is like a superpower.
Definitely.
Like, and I always think about how in any relationship, whether it's family or like platonic or whatever, like your friendships as well, if you're enabling people to become more independent, then you're then able to have a closer relationship with them because there's more trust. It sounds like your parents probably trusted you to make decisions for yourself.
And actually, I think even like what you're saying about, I think sometimes my parents probably were a bit less worried about what I was doing because they knew that if I was doing something dumb, I would have probably shouted you. Do you know what I mean?
And I'd be like, do
it. But I think exactly that. Like, I think we were never really putting ourselves into dangerous positions, like, because at least somebody knew where we were. Like, even when I used to get grounded all the time, and when I was grounded, I was only allowed to go to literally Tom and G's house. Like, that was the only house I was allowed to go to and do something with. Other than that, I was not allowed out. But yeah, I think there was always exactly what you're saying, like that safety net of the family, for sure.
How do you, as adults, then how do you build trust with maybe like your, like if you have children or with people that new people that you meet? Because I wonder how you approach that, because I know, like, for me, I definitely had like a different upbringing, and I find trust like quite difficult, and I always wonder, like, if I like raised kids or went into a new relationship, I'll probably like find trust in that person or our kids. I'll be like, oh no, I'll have them on a tightrope, you know, because I'm like, and I think maybe the anxiety probably comes from not being allowed or being trusted.
Well, I feel like energy doesn't lie. Like, if you get a gut feeling, ride with the gut feeling. Like, but also, you know, we've had conversations with the children. It's like, if you go somewhere and someone is asking you, I don't know, whether it's we're playing a game and it's like, okay, you need to take your t-shirt off, whatever it is. Obviously, I know that's quite an extreme. But it's kind of like, I think it just goes back to come and tell us. Like, you're never going to be in trouble for something. Come and tell us. I'm also kind of, if I'm honest, I'm a bit of a, like, boring. We don't go out very often, like, and when I do, we're going into places that we kind of trust the people. Like, the kids are allowed to stay at Chloe's house, trust Chloe. Like, they're not allowed to stay everywhere, but then I don't know, I feel like I don't have loads. I am more of a, like, quality over quantity kind of in every aspect of life, like, and even with my relationships, I don't have a million friends. So I have, you know, a small pocket of friends who I've known for years and years, so therefore I already have that level of trust with them. Which then the kids are then, do you know what I mean? Like,
that makes sense.
I trust you, I know your children, I know your partners, if you have them, like, so therefore I'm happy for the kids. But then at the same time, I wouldn't ever be blinded, for example, if the kids said, oh, actually I went here and I didn't feel this. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like there's no conversation, it's like a grey area with us.
But I was going to say that I think, like, I swear my mum gave you your first, like, sex book.
Spank the monkey. Is that what it's called? That's what he taught me, yeah. And I was like,
but I think even that, like, I think the kind of open conversations we have been having since we were kids, like, I think allows us to navigate the world more easily because we're not, I don't know, like,
we're not blinkered to anything.
Exactly. Like, I think I remember my brother's like, how old was my brother? Like, four-ish years younger than me, and my mum was gonna have a home birth, right? So to basically make sure I was ready for her home birth, just in case I saw it, she literally made me watch a video of a woman giving birth to make sure I was ready for it. Like, I fully saw a baby shooting out someone's vagina, like at 4 years old or 3 years old, however old I was. And I think, like, we've always had those conversations. Like, I remember when me and her brother went to, like, summer camp. And I remember our parents talking to us, well, probably my mum, talking to us about, like, if any of those, what are they called? Like, I was going to say park rangers.
Park rangers.
I don't know why that was in my head. You know, the helper people, like the leaders, like, ask you to do X, Y, and Z.
What did she call it?
Well, I'm trying to think now. I can't remember, but she used to like, oh, hide the sausage. That's what she used to say.
Hide the sausage.
She used to say, hide the sausage. but that's the thing. Like, I think again, when I speak to some of my friends, like, their parents have never spoken to them about sex ever. Like, whereas our parents weren't having inappropriate conversations with us, but they were making sure that, one, we knew that we could go and speak to them, and two, like, we had the understanding where, like, we knew what things were, and actually that's probably why we've got into less trouble, because we knew that stuff. So I think even like what you're saying about chatting to the kids is because we've always had those conversations. Like, those conversations aren't scary to us, and like, yeah,
or
like,
cringy.
Yeah, no, like, it's
you
have to have those conversations with kids, with your family, whatever. And I think our family has always been a family that's like, we'll chat about anything. And actually, this isn't a trust thing, but how I decide if I like people or not, and if I can get on with people or not. And you said this about work as well. I always think, could these people sit on a dinner table with my family? I won't date someone unless I know they can sit at the dinner table, because that's a serious dinner table. You're getting rinsed. Like, you're getting ripped. Like, and
but it's all banter.
Banter is mad.
Yeah, you've got to banter back.
Yeah, our banter is mad, and I really judge people on, okay, cool, like, cool, we can be cool, but realistically, are me and you going to be good friends or go out or date, whatever, if you can't sit with my family? Like, you're not. So that's like genuinely like a frame of reference that I use to decide how close I am with people. And you said that about work as well.
Yeah. I'd quite like to just be able to leave them at the dinner table and be like, I just need to go to the shop quickly, and not come back and they're like either gone or quivering in their boots. And literally, touch wood, everyone I'm working with so far, they're blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, you've actually put them through that test?
No, well, they have met family.
Okay.
Yeah, I've met Abbott, yeah.
You've met Abbott. Don't think anyone's met. Yeah, but yeah, he literally he's come to my husband's fights. I think sometimes it's a bit cringe to be like, oh, you're part of the family, but he fully is part of the family. Like,
oh, that's nice.
And so I feel like I'll go the extra mile. He'll also go the extra mile, because, like, yeah, cool, we're locked in. So
And do they know that it's a test, or is it like just
no.
go for dinner?
No.
Okay.
So simulated situations, like just kick him in the door. It's like, all right, see ya. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you grew up together, and you, presumably when you were younger, you spent a lot of time in South London. And then was there a point when you were growing up that someone maybe moved abroad and you weren't as close, like, physically? But I guess I wanted to ask, like, how did you maintain your relationship? Because the chemistry between you guys is so good. Like, you can tell you're locked in, your sisters, you know?
Yeah. We were both born and raised in South London. As I say, we genuinely, for like our whole lives.
Peckham, let's narrow it down, Peckham.
No. But yeah, we've to be fair, even when I lived on Queen's Road, I would have been like 15 minutes away from you as well. So like we've always lived literally about 15 minutes away from each other. And that's like walking, to be fair. So we've always lived close. I've moved away a few times. So I moved to Egypt when I was 18. I moved to Bournemouth for uni, and then I moved to South Africa when I was 21. I think as G said, like me and G have been close in different ways throughout our lives. So I think when I was young, obviously I was the little cousin and I was the baby and whatever. And then in kind of like primary school, I was closer to her brother just because of we were closer in age. And then I think me and G kind of got more close when I was maybe like 15, I think. Yeah. Like 14, 15, like later into teenage years. When I moved to Egypt, I don't really remember, to be fair. There was terrible internet as well. I barely spoke to anyone.
But you know what? I feel like then it wasn't really social media, but also, even though we're very close, I'm very close to my brother. Unless it's work, I hardly speak to him. We don't see each other very often. And that's the beauty of our relationships.
I think that's our family generally.
100%. I could not speak to Chloe for a couple of months because she's in South Africa. I'm sorting out the kids or I'm working. And then literally, I feel like it never goes that long. But it could be that, okay, you're in South Africa for a little while. I know that you've got your shit to do there. That's cool. Like, we don't have to speak every day. And even now, we don't speak every single day. No. It might we send memes.
I don't talk to anyone every day. I don't like speaking to people every day. But yeah, no, I think actually, again, going back to the independence thing, our family aren't clingy like that. Like, I think no one's crying if they haven't heard from you in a few days. Like, when I lived in Cape Town, I wouldn't speak to my mum.
Do you have Instagram and stuff then?
Yeah. Because Instagram came back. I remember when I was in Egypt, because we didn't have internet in my hotel. I had to pay for it and I didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
So we would go to like, there was like some area that had free internet.
Oh
So
my
me and my
gosh.
friend would literally go there like once a month and literally just not talk to each other. We'd just sit
I'm
there
alive.
just uploading stuff onto Facebook
Yeah.
or Instagram, whatever. Yeah, because Instagram came out when I was about 18, I remember.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry. So I think like we don't need that. And actually I think that's, I don't know if you're the same with your friends, but like that's how I am with all my
I don't have any
friends. Yeah, it's true.
Got free friends.
That's how I am with all my friends. Like I've got friends who I've known, like my MPV lot. I've known them since I was like 8 years old, yeah. And we can go like a year without speaking, but when we see each other, it's exactly the same. Like they're my family. So I think, yeah, we just don't have that kind of
have to be in each other's pockets.
neediness to be like, oh yeah, why have you not spoken to me for 3 days, or no one cares. Like we speak to each other when we need to speak to each other, when we have something to talk about. We don't feel the need to like feel silence. Or, I think that's another thing with our family. Like,
but I think that's a huge confidence thing.
Yeah.
Silence, because we could literally even now be in the same room, and you know, just even not talk to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and there's no awkwardness at all.
Yeah.
Ever.
No. I don't think we're particularly awkward. I
No,
don't
we're
think
the
our
most
family
least
feel awkward.
awkward.
Yeah. I don't think we have the capacity to feel that emotion.
Sometimes let me say something, we're just like,
Oh yeah, I feel awkward a lot of these days.
everyone on the stairs at the ceiling. Okay, let's carry on.
One thing that's clear is that you clearly, you know who you are, right?
Yeah.
That confidence like shines through. And I wonder, like, amongst maybe your friends or your peers, like, are you that person that is a go-to person for advice, for some form of leadership? It's interesting that you both have some form of leadership positions, or had, or have taken to that. And I feel like it must be partly to do with,
I think it's our family. Yeah, I think it's our family. I think it's like our upbringing. Also, to be fair, both of us are the oldest daughters, and then G is also the oldest like cousin. Basically, like she was always the oldest cousin with us growing up. So I think that's a universal experience from my understanding. Like when you're the oldest daughter, it's just you got to step up basically. But yeah, you're right. I think we're both very different people, but we have similar traits just in different ways, I suppose.
But I do agree, like loads of people come to us.
Yeah, everyone comes
like
to us
outside of family. Like you're talking about outside of family, right?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think we definitely are, both of us, and then also we come to each other as well. So yeah.
How do you feel like your relationship has shaped you into adulthood now? Like, where do you feel like it has had the biggest impact? Is it relationships? Is it career? Is it work? Like, how has your maybe like connection shaped the way that you view or navigate life?
I think going back to like childhood, and as I say, like going into like when I was a teenager and started hanging out with G more, I think because I didn't have an older sibling, like G was my older sibling, and I think that was I think having an older sibling is a helpful thing in life, or having a sibling that you can speak to and like get advice from and things like that. And I think I would speak to her a lot about, I don't know, like boys or going out, or like when I was at uni, I was very depressed at uni, and I used to call G all the time to talk to her about stuff. So I don't know. I think it's just the support system, but I think it's also just our family generally. I think obviously our relationship is important, but I think it comes with the relationship of that side of the family as a whole, and how we've like grown up communicating with each other. I think, and like the time we spent with each other.
I think just being honest. That we're comfortable to say things that each other might not want to hear. For example, even, I don't know if this ties back in, but even, to be fair, a couple of weeks ago, Chloe called me out for something because I was just in my own shit, basically, like not really looking outside of, basically, I can't remember what it was, but I think maybe Chloe wasn't feeling well, and I hadn't checked up enough, basically. And I feel like even that, being able to be comfortable enough to say, hang on, G, you need a G check, and for me to be like, yeah, okay, I do. Like, I'm sorry, thank you, let me take that on board, and let's go forward. I feel like that's really important, not just always. I'm very much a sunshine and rainbows and fairies, especially when it comes to, it's so true, to my relationships and friendships and stuff like that. With work, I'm not, but yeah, the rest I'm like very, But I feel like there is, it's important to be able to actually listen. I feel like that's a key skill that basically not a lot of people can do. So it's like, I feel like I've gone off on a tangent now. But basically being able to like actually be honest and be like, okay, cool, I hear what you're saying. Let's work this out together and go forward. Like obviously all relationships, whether it's cousins, sisters, boyfriends, whatever, you know, kind of is a constant journey and you constantly have to put work into it.
I also think that like having someone in your life that like actually has known you for all your life is helpful when you're even asking for advice, because like I think if I was to ask like friends, to be fair, like there's friends that definitely know me very well, but they didn't know me when I was a kid, like they would have known me from a certain point or whatever, and or we haven't been close enough where you know the ins and outs of like the majority of things that have happened. G definitely doesn't know every single thing that's ever happened to me in my life, but she knows enough that like if I was to ask her for advice, she's got enough context to like help me with decisions, or to say that sounds like a good idea, that doesn't, whatever. And I think that's helpful. I think, as I say, I think like our shared experiences and the fact that like as a family we actually spent a lot of time together and continue to spend a lot of time together, it's just helpful as an adult to just to have someone to help you navigate things and actually know that they know you.
It's really special. I think like seeing people's like transformations is really important, because then you understand like where they were, who they are now, and like where they might be going. Yeah, it's different from like, not saying that it is really helpful to have maybe like a therapist as well, like who's someone completely external, but with balancing that with someone who's like, you know, yo, I've seen you when you're like, you know, 10.
Yeah. We were literally on the bus here, we were looking at pictures from 2016.
Yeah.
Oh. Like what we were doing in 2016.
Yeah.
Shocking.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah,
true. And yeah, I think it is something about like having someone who has that historical insight into like who you are. It is really powerful.
Yeah.
It helps you. It holds up a mirror that's just like very hard not to see.
100%. And you really value like everything.
Yeah. I also think like I'm sure everyone has in life, but people always talk to me about how many lives I've lived, and I think like G's the same. Like both of us have had so many iterations of ourselves, and like what our identity has been and whatever. And I think I know for me. Probably you might be the same with this actually, like a lot of people that I know now met me while I was managing, like while I was doing Shift, so they only know me as Chloe the entrepreneur, Chloe the manager, like the founder of Shift, whatever. People that know me before, like I've done completely different things to that, and actually, do you know what I mean? Like there's so many more things that I am outside of just being an entrepreneur, and sometimes I feel like because the majority of people I know have known me as that, I'm kind of in a box of, no, that's who you are, when actually that's not who I am at all. And I think maybe you're the same, where it's like a lot of people have met you since being a mum, and actually people don't know the shit you were doing before, like you started having kids. And I think it's nice when you have people that see you outside of the box that probably the majority of people put you in, especially with social media and stuff now. It's very easy to just see someone as the thing that they put out, and you've mainly been posting since you've been a mum. I've mainly been posting since I had a business. Do you know what I mean? So people see you as that, and I think it's important to have people in your life that know the other not even versions, like the other facets of you, basically. I think so. Yeah, that's quite a big thing.
Completely, I so resonate with what you're saying, and I think that's also a big inspiration for even like the podcast and the conversations. Yeah, because I noticed that when I meet people in like a work context, and then maybe I'll go to a birthday or like a wedding or some sort of like more of a family event, you're like, oh wow, like it brings out something different in people. And you're like, this is like, you're so much more than what you're doing online or like your work, right? And like it's interesting seeing people who are connected to people that you know, because it like offers you better insight as well. And it's just refreshing, you know. And it's also nice from like what you're saying from like a personal perspective, because I think people who've known you longer also are like, they're not going to say things that just feel boxed in, and they'll validate things from like a wider holistic like perspective, right? I feel like people always see me as like a DJ or something, and other people are like, my friends are like, I've known her, she's not, do you know what I mean? I know when she was like nice and like picking up poo on the farm, you know,
milking them cows.
Milking them cows. She's a cow milker. But it's nice because it feels like less pressure, right? Because sometimes it feels like you have to perform. And I think you can just like mask off, right? And you accept, you know, you're going to be accepted for who you are.
Exactly.
What do you feel like, is there something that your connection has maybe like changed for you, like in terms of how you view your identity. You mentioned like this idea of someone knowing you outside of your work context. Like, how has it changed your sense of like of seeing yourself, your self-perception? Because I think there's something about maybe, I don't know if you got, if certain identities that you adopted and like speaking to people who are outside of that allowed you to then be like, actually, wait, hold on, this is not me. Because sometimes I found myself getting locked into certain areas and like being so focused that I needed someone who's known me longer being like, V, that's not you, or like, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quite consistent, across just because it obviously goes back again. Everything's going back to like confidence. Like to be fair, actually, in some aspects, I'm not very confident. Don't like my picture being taken, for example. There are some things that I'm not very confident, but confidence, like within who we are, I feel like we all got that. So I feel like we're kind of like the way that you are at work. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of like, you've got to hold it down, but it's the same person. No, I know. So I was like a little bit, it's minuscule. But you know, Chloe's the same everywhere. Yeah. Like, you know.
Do you know what? Yeah, we were talking about the other day. That's like, I have, for my birthday, because I've got so many different groups of friends and family and things like that, I pretty much always have a party because it's just easier. I'm never doing a dinner. I hate birthday dinners with passion. But I can just get everyone together and then that's it. And I think I can do that because exactly what you're saying.
The same person everywhere.
Like, you're not going to see me in that setting and be like, oh, like, what's going on there? Yeah, exactly. My mom's working with me. So, but yeah, like I can act the same with my parents, with my family, with my friends, with my, like, whatever. And I think, yeah, it's definitely due to our upbringing, I think, because like, as I say, all of us, my brother is probably the most of all of us. Like, all of us are the same, no matter what scenario we're in, because we are like, we're just confident in ourselves. So yeah, so I think to go back to your question, probably not really, because like we're just us, innit?
I do think like recently, so I've kind of all my kids are in school now, so I've kind of like, I've been working like hard for years, but I feel like now I'm like, okay, let me do a little bit like what you've started doing, Chloe. Let me find out what actually I want to do that makes me happy, rather than, you know, basically just living for a paycheck, for example. And ahead of going into like me like actually dedicating my work to like becoming like an artist representative, I had some you know, I've had some really good conversations with Chloe, and there was one conversation she was what did the line you said to me? You was like, oh, so basically she was asking me, you know, because my work is always that I'm in the background, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, doing stuff in the background. The people that I'm working for, the ones that are shining, I'm quite happy with that, because I'm like, I don't want any attention. Whereas actually, when I was talking to Chloe, I was like, but I really like it when they say, oh, gee, you did a really good job there, or, you know, they're having an interview and they mention me. It feels really good to have some kind of appreciation, but also appreciation that everyone else can hear, not just me. I'm like, pick me up, please. And so Chloe said, well, actually, I don't think you do truly like being in the background then. Like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, no, I don't think so, because you like to, do you know what I mean? To be noticed, start making some videos on Instagram. And I'm like, oh, but I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. Da, da, da. And I'm not gonna lie, it did take me like.
No, the first one was jokes. I said to G, do one just do one where you're reintroducing yourself.
If you see my phone, you can scroll. There's like 1,000.
No, because you said, I remember I was on my way to your house and she sent me one. I said, no, that's shit. Do it again. Do it again.
That's not how you speak.
Yeah. I said, no, yeah. She was putting on some weird voice. I was like, that's not your voice.
Georgina here.
No, it was weird. Man. I literally was like, that's not your voice, bro. Like, do it again. And it was jokes, because then in the car on the way to George's house.
I'm posting
no, but do you remember I did a video myself, because I was like, look how easy it is for me to do without any preparation. I literally put my phone on, yeah, literally over here while I was driving. Hi, I'm Chloe, blah, 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 and then literally sent it to her, and I was like, look, I did that for the 5-minute drive to your house. I managed to do this, yeah, do it again. And I think
I did another 100.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. but no, after that you were smashing it, because I think, again, with all of these things, you just got to do it a few times and you get used to it, and then but
this is where it's like, you need someone that literally, I don't think I would necessarily speak to my friends, for example, about that, or they'll be like, oh, but what you're doing is great, da da da. Whereas Chloe will be like,
oh shit,
no bitch, pull the handbrake, and you need to start posting your stuff up. So yeah, and I trust, and then I was like, okay, Chloe told me I have to, so I have to do it.
Radical honesty,
literally.
Like it's so important. It's that accountability as well, and you trust it. You know it's gonna come from a place of like, actually, like, you're not just taking the piss. Like, you're actually telling me.
Yeah, and my best interests are at heart. No, your best, whatever it is.
Your best what?
My best interests are at your heart. basically we
Oh,
care
I
for
have
each
your
other.
best interest
yeah,
at heart.
yeah. I'm like,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
I don't know what to say.
That went right
Mum
over your
brain,
head.
yes.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Basically, just post a video. Yeah.
Radical honesty. You also mentioned something earlier about having maybe not difficult conversations, but just being able to be very honest and tell someone like, that's not right. Like, you know, G-check.
Yeah.
I wondered like how you then tackle difficult conversations with other people in your life, because I think that's something that probably like everyone struggles with at one point, whether it's like personal, work related or whatever. And even just thinking for myself, like last year I probably had the most difficult conversations I've ever had to have with like family or friends, maybe because I'm getting a bit older and everyone's like, you know, we're better suited to have like those hard, tough conversations, but it doesn't make it any less easier, I found anyway. But it feels like the confidence I think maybe that you guys have will probably give you like an advantage in that, because I think I tackle it from maybe like I'm like, oh, like I'm already like unsure about it, but I still do it. But I wonder how different it would be if I had a difficult conversation. I'm like, no, I can do this. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's interesting because I think you'd think that I was cool with doing that, but I'm not. I'm definitely not always. I think it depends on my relationship with the person. And also, I'll be real, I think because of like some of the things I heard growing up in terms of my communication, and this was before my autism diagnosis as well, which I don't know, probably has something to do with it. But because I'm very direct and can be blunt, it can come across as rude. And I think if you don't know me well, then you'll assume I'm being rude when like I'm not. And I think I probably have this internal monologue where I'm like, I have to like really overly think about what I'm saying because I'm so worried that the person's going to think I'm being rude and I don't want people to think I'm being rude when I'm not, and all of that kind of thing. So I think I'm good at doing it when I know the person knows me, like knows me well. And I actually don't think all of my friends know me well in that regard, like the way in which I communicate. But I'm probably not the best at doing it when I'm like, that person might not understand what I'm saying. So I kind of just I'm very good at cutting people off. Fantastic at cutting people off. But I might avoid it or just be like, I just don't want to be friends with this person anymore, or I don't like, which probably isn't the best thing to do. So I'm good at it sometimes, and other times not really, to be honest.
So I feel like we're completely different in the fact that, so I'm not very good with confrontation, although I don't really feel like I have to have confrontation because like, for example, Chloe is very, I think, much more social than I am. Always had many groups of friends, like loads, like, loads of friends.
Accidentally, honestly, I don't want to be social.
But you just are like, but ever since young, like, you've always had
I've always had
different
friends, yeah.
Whereas I haven't. I was like at the stables, so I'm talking to the horse. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had my few stable friends, but
Are you a horse girl? No, because
I've got such an image of a horse girl. That's why I'm creasing. Bare horses on your wall and shit.
Yeah. At one stage, that was.
Did you have horses? No, you had giraffes. Did you have? You don't have horses on your wall.
Let's not try and make me sound really cool.
No, it's just, my mum used to be a horse race trainer. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, horse girl. I love that.
I used to go horse riding.
Okay,
all the
love
time. So when Chloe says that I was too cool, when my brother was like old enough,
oh yeah, true. No,
I was at stables.
We were too cool for you. We were doing up skater boys. That's what
you were skater boys. I did horse riding, and then I turned into bad girl.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, what? That's my whole train of thought. Oh yeah, so basically, I've never really had loads of different groups of friends. Like, I've always had just a small handful. So I feel like, no, I haven't really had to have many confrontational conversations, especially within like friendship groups. But I feel like now, probably more so because of work and actually like negotiating, for example, I feel like that's given me big confidence to be like, all I have to do is just say what I want. Like, everyone's best interests are at heart here. They're going to say what they want. I'm going to say what I want. Cool, let's do what I want. Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like,
work, I never had any issues with it at all.
Yeah. But I feel like you've actually probably given me quite a lot of confidence with that. I signed up for sick deal the other day and I was like, Chloe will be proud. And he said, like, on the way home.
Yes.
But yeah, so I feel like with work, again, it's a similar thing to the video. The more you practice doing it, but I think as well, knowing that the quicker you just have these conversations, the less time you're dwelling in your head. And it's actually, once it's out, it might be uncomfortable for a little while, but then it's actually okay. And you're either friends, and that's fine. You work out how to move forward, or you're not. It's not that deep. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but do you feel like you haven't had those conversations as much? Because thinking about some of your friendships that like you don't have anymore, do you feel like it's because you just you just cut it off instead?
Yeah, maybe. And to be fair, there are some friendships now I think, I haven't spoken to that person for ages, and in my head, I don't have any issue. I just a bit.
But it's because we don't speak to people all the time.
But yeah, 100%. You go into Cape Town and living there for a year, for example, I can speak to you 3 times and you come back and it's absolutely fine. But then, I think it is truly because of that. Like, I saw my friend Lucy the other day. I haven't seen her for 3 years. There was no, why have you not spoken? I haven't really even spoken to her. It was exactly the same as if I saw her. So I feel like it's just, my life's busy, your life's busy. There's no beef between us at all. And I feel like that with quite a lot of people that I don't talk to now.
Yeah.
And then, I reach out and I get airtime.
Wow.
Yeah, literally.
No, I feel like it is. I guess you made a point about like the difference between like work and personal, and maybe everyone has their own sort of like response to that. But I do find like work easier as well.
Yeah.
To have difficult conversations.
Do you play characters?
Do you play characters in your head?
With work, I do. I'm like, I'm not myself. I'm a different person.
I'm me.
Maybe that would be helpful.
That's what I do.
Some people, I know, I used to always give that advice to influencers where it's like when they didn't want to, because I think it's quite hard to negotiate for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like it's
I'm
easier
not good at still
that's
for
it.
myself.
Yeah, it's easier to negotiate for like when you're managing people than when you're managing yourself. And I think actually what I used to tell people is if you feel like that, because you don't want to be the bad guy and the talent and all of that kind of thing, basically just make like, just literally start signing off as someone else.
A fake email. Yeah, I did have that for a minute.
Just sign off as someone else, because then you can kind of separate yourself to some degree from that like maybe awkward conversation, whatever. Not really conversational, but you know, like the back and forth, and be like the nice talent, and then whoever this A-list is, be the bad guy. Yeah, mine was, what was mine? Nicole, because I just wanted to do the most like. I was like, keep it basic. Yeah, keep it basic. No one knows who that is. Yeah.
So what makes it harder to do it in personal? I'm trying. What do you guys think it is?
I think
personal, did you say?
Like personal.
Okay.
Yeah. Personal.
I think it's just because you like
probably have love for them, no? Care.
What do you mean?
Are you talking about like
in personal relationships? It's harder to have tougher conversations.
Oh.
Yeah, because
obviously you don't want to upset their feelings. Maybe. Well, that's how I'm very much. I want everyone to be happy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't had to have many of these conversations, though. I'm trying to think back to.
I had a different conversation last year with it was around a wedding, and it was around like dates and just making sure that I think it was the core of the crux was that I think there was a misunderstanding, and it was one of my closest friends, and we had to sort of like sit down after like 2 months of not speaking, because she misunderstood me being like, I'm gonna try and make your wedding as me disrespecting and not going, and I saw it as like I was just trying to sort out dates with my family before, and then we had to have this like big conversation, but it was like so helpful because I think we've never had like a argument before, and it really it made me think of like just how tough it is to have those conversations with people that you've known for longer actually, because I was thinking, oh god, like because I've known you so long, it feels more weighty.
I think it sometimes is harder, because I had like a conversation like that with my brother a few years ago now, where it was just like all these things that have built up, and like also like we'd been seeing things from different perspectives, and like been told things by different people, and it's just things that have built up and literally like over years and years and years had built up, and then kind of blew up, and then we sat down and spoke about it, and there was loads of things where it's like, oh right, I didn't even know you thought about that, or this whatever. And I think sometimes it is good to just have that proper talk, because I do think sometimes, especially with like sibling relationships as well, or with very close friendships, that you kind of just like you're just like, oh, it's all right, innit? And then you just start to like, you'll have like a big argument, and then the next day you'll be like talking like it's a normal thing, and you just don't have that. I think when you look at like a romantic relationship, you don't really have that as much, unless maybe I don't know, you've been together for however many years, but like you don't really have that as much, because you'll actually have to talk it through, and like there could be an end of that relationship, whereas like you're not going to stop being my sibling. So
I think quite a lot, it's just communication, because even for example, your friend, one thing that I'm quite good at is I'll see something from my perspective and someone else's, so I'm like, oh, okay, actually that probably does feel deep to her, but then when you start talking and you realize like, oh well, quite a lot of the time how you're feeling, they're feeling exactly the same thing, and you're like, oh yeah, this is, so all we need to do was have a conversation. I feel like with a lot of this, that's all like, just speak.
That's where we came.
I
think what happened was that before the conversation was had, she was already quite upset. So then the energy that was
the catalyst there.
It was very strong. And I think obviously I was just like, woof, and I was thinking about that whole situation because I was like, oh my gosh, this happens all the time. Like someone does something, they don't know they've done something wrong. That person's really upset. Then they come in really hot.
Then it would have been literally a minuscule conversation. Like, oh, you just did something that was quite crap.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, okay, sorry, I didn't realise. And then then you're going for lunch. Yeah, 100%.
But I can understand as well when someone is like so upset about something, it's hard to be like, let me just get some context first.
Yeah.
But I think often that people, you know, maybe like people are hot-headed or whatever, and we're just like really upset about something, and it could be other things like just like triggering it as well. You just run and you assume the worst.
Yeah.
When actually, let's just get some. Just be like,
100%.
okay, what did you mean by that? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you would probably just, as you said, speak about it and it'd be clear.
I feel like as well, as we're getting older, and I think even now it's quite difficult because the majority of us work for ourselves, like, and so it's kind of like our brains are never off. Like, there's always, for me, it's like, oh, I've got to sort out the kids, I've got to do this, I've got to do this piece of work, I haven't even had a date night in forever. Like, there's always a million things in my head, which other people might not necessarily know or deep, especially if you're not in the same circumstances as I'm in, and I feel like that's the same for everyone. So it's kind of like, communication.
Oh, it's tough though, isn't it?
I know it is.
It's so simple, but it's like the hardest thing.
But is it tough? Like, we just need to start talking.
Maybe
Come
we
on.
do need to start talking.
Don't make excuses. I'm holding you to it, B.
Listen, I'm trying. You know what? She did say my communication was really good, so I was really happy about that. See? And she was like, it made her want to communicate better, which I was like, it's kind of like a knock-on effect, right?
Yeah.
When you lead with something.
You said that about when I spoke to you, innit? You were like, then you thought about speaking to someone else.
Yeah. I can't remember her. Well, just in general, making more effort, because I find it, especially I think sometimes, I'm really content with just being at home with my husband and my kids. Like, never really get time all together. So at the weekends, for example, I'm like, let's just stay in and do nothing and be together. What am I saying? Oh, yeah, so I do need to make effort, basically, in, you know, even if it's for a coffee. I think I was it's like, oh my gosh, I can't spend the whole day with this person, because I've got X, Y, Z. And it's like, no, you can. Or, you know, we can just go and get lunch. Or, so I'm going to Marrakesh in a couple of days with my friends.
Oh, are you?
I need to make effort.
Nice.
And now we've made effort. I'm literally getting on a plane.
One group chat.
To the other. Yeah, it's 100% out of the group chat.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I love that. That thing, we have a group holiday that we haven't actually booked yet.
Book it.
Yeah.
They're cheap flights.
Okay.
Very cheap flights.
Okay, we'll talk.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the segment of the podcast where I talk about gratitude, right? Because I think we often are not given spaces where we can actually thank people in our lives for maybe the impact they've had. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to thank each other for maybe one thing, maybe something, and maybe it's going to be your favourite cringe moment. Yeah. Or if there's just something
I love this kind of stuff. Chloe's out.
We'll go with Chloe first.
Get
then.
me out.
Please do. Chalk and cheese.
We want the thing you're most proud of, the happiest moment. No, you can just say something that you're grateful for.
I'm going to look at the floor if I start crying.
Wait, do you know, you know that Simpsons episodes when he's like, Bart, I like your sheets. that's like a running joke with my family, because we don't actually say anything nice to each other.
Not mine.
Yeah, no,
okay,
my family. Yeah, I like your sheets.
I like your sheets.
Anyway,
iconic.
Yeah. To be fair, I was thinking about that. I'm trying to think what am I most thankful for. I don't think it's even there's like a big thing. I think there's like so many small memories that we have that are just I couldn't even tell you where we were driving. Were we maybe driving to go and look at a uni, I think, and we were listening to G-Mix.
Yes.
Yeah. George used to make her own mixtapes, yeah? Mix
before
CDs.
Drake was cool.
The G-Mix.
Yeah. We were on Drake before everyone else was. Well, G was on Drake and then she put me on Drake. But yeah, she used to make like mixtapes and she would call it like G-Mix Volume 1, G-Mix Volume 2, whatever, yeah? And
G-Mix.
And I remember so clearly, yeah, we were... I can't even think what area it is. It's like the Richmondy area where there's that big roundabout. Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like Twickenham roundabout.
Yeah, thank you, that one. And I don't know why, but we were there, and I feel like we were parked up. Anyway, we were there, yeah, and I remember so clearly, yeah, both of us like singing in the car. But I feel like we were just like spitting over the songs. I'm just like G-Mix Volume 10. We were doing shit like that, and those are the kind of memories. We've gone to like basically every Rihanna concert. We've gone to together. There was one year where like she was at Wireless, and then I think we saw her in concert, and we saw Drake and like at Wireless, and all. This was years ago when Drake was still cool.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first ever Wirelesses, you know.
Yeah, it was time ago. That's what I'm saying. When Drake was cool. Don't know if he's cool anymore, but anyway. Like those small things. Like I think there's like G taking me out clubbing when we went to Water Margin, and I bought Grey Goose, and I was absolutely fucked. and I was pouring Madness Grey Goose into everyone's thing, and you were
snogging on the dance floor.
Yeah. That's literally the day she met her, like the father of her children.
It was basically your Grey Goose.
Basically.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I don't even remember drinking. I was just in love. So, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I remember being like, "Who's that Barter's guy, bro?" I don't remember. He's not Barter's, but I just remember just being like, "Who's that guy?"
I was like, "Hey."
but no, I think it's like all of those memories. I think are really important to me because it's, I don't know, like it's like all of those things like have shaped me and my life so much, and I think that's. And like in all of those situations, that's when we've spoken and we've like had jokes or whatever. Probably on those long car rides we were having conversations, chats, whatever. And I think, yeah, it's those small moments. It's not a big thing, and I think that's more important, because if it was just like one big thing, then like cool, and it's one big thing. But I think like all of, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like all those small moments, pretty much like my whole life. And I think it's cool. I was thinking about this the other day, that like I remember when I was younger and like G was working, so obviously she had money, I didn't, and she would like take me to lunch or whatever it was, and like now I can do that with, not with her, but with her kids. she don't get no lunch. But like I get to now spend time with her kids in the same way that she would have spent time with me, and like do things with her kids. And like I think having the kids in my life is very important to me. I'm not having kids, and to be fair, it's because you're kids that I'm not having no kids.
Mission accomplished.
I took them to Disneyland on the way home. I said, nah, this ain't for me. But I spend loads of time with her kids, like very intentionally. And yeah, I think like that, all those things are really important. It's quite cool having like our relationship change from like just me and her going out clubbing. A key memory is when we were in the cafe the following day.
Oh my gosh.
We hadn't brushed our teeth, bro. It was disgusting.
Oh,
we were absolutely hanging out our ass. We had not brushed our teeth. We were like, we need food, and we just rolled out of bed.
Best breakfast though.
Yeah, had breakfast, and then saw every guy,
Everyone from the night
every
before.
single guy from the night
literally.
before came into the
From the club the night before.
Yeah, from the club. Yeah. No. We went with them. We
came home alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were
same cab.
We were sleeping
Yeah.
alone. Yeah, and we looked disgusting. But
Speak
yeah,
yourself.
no, you did, bro. Don't chat shit. But yeah, just as I say, like just all those small memories, I think, are like the things that are important to me and what I'm most thankful for, I think.
I can't top it. I feel like exactly the same.
No, that's not fair. You can't make me go first. I mean, oh, Chloe hates it, and then I say stuff, and you're like, oh yeah.
I like your sheets.
Ditto. Yeah, exactly.
No, I feel
Man, I just got new sheets actually. They're quite nice.
like sheets. I feel like above all is literally to see Chloe with my kids. Like Chloe is a constant in, and you know, she's not their like she's their auntie, and like. Yeah, literally, if I was to drop out, sorry, but the kids are yours.
Yeah,
like,
G's told me that.
I tell her all the time. But I feel like as a mum, yeah, that's like a massive compliment to know. I trust my kids with her. Like, that's it. Like, I could be in trouble. Chloe, like, she's always at the other end, like, of the phone all the time. Oh, my Chloe.
Shut up.
Like, literally from... No, but it's true. I feel like just the way that our relationship has literally evolved. Like, from me kind of being like the older, like probably more like responsible for you. Like for example, like we'd go like shopping, and like I feel like to a certain extent, you know what I'm gonna say as well.
Yeah, no.
I feel like for me, I've got an auntie, and I feel like obviously I'm Chloe's cousin, sister. I feel like I'm the maternal one of the family within our age group. Yeah, so I feel like Chloe and my brother were my kids before I had my kids. Like I'm like, let me look after you.
We're still children.
100%. I'm still like, come on, Chloe. But yeah, like, I just love how I have to tell my cool story. So I would take Chloe shopping. Yeah, her mum would give her £5 for a meal deal, and she used to call and be like, "Have you gone to Boots to get a meal deal?" I'd be like, "Yeah." As we're sitting at McDonald's, because Chloe was not allowed to have McDonald's. Like,
no, I wasn't meant to have McDonald's.
So in Bromley, it was always Bromley as well.
It's the only place we could go. There was nothing else to do in South London.
So yeah, so I just love how we've literally like now it is very much a friendship, a sisterhood. Like, you know, we work together on a Monday, and it's just literally we're still just riding together, catching jokes, keeping each other accountable, and yeah, love ya. Say it back.
Ditto.
That was really nice.
It was really nice.
It was really hard for her to say.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
I hate it.
do you know? Yeah, I remember as kids. Yeah, Chloe would never let us like hug her. She'd be like, "Don't hug me and cry.
This is why it's mad that no one clocked I was autistic, bro.
I 100%, all the signs were there. Snowy Chloe and the hugs. Like,
did it make sense after?
Yeah.
I hated hugging people, man.
You hug my kids now. I hug you.
No, but do you know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day. Rio's too old now. Rio was on me on holiday. I was like, get off me.
Rio's like 11. He's almost 12.
Yeah.
That is deep. How deep is that?
He was trying to. I was like, get off me, man.
I feel like Chloe.
Boundaries. You're teaching them boundaries.
Oh,
No,
gosh.
but I actually did. Because
sure.
I said to him because he did it, and then I said I don't like it, so stop it. And then he did it again. I said, no, Rio, you're not listening to me. Actually, I told you I don't like this.
Yeah.
So don't fucking touch
you
me
need
again.
to
No,
stop.
I'm joking. I didn't say that. But yeah.
Don't say that to my son.
That's great. Is this a service?
I teach their kids many lessons.
Yes.
Many
Although,
lessons.
to be fair, yeah, on Carnival morning, when you came and it's like trying to get 3 kids ready within like 10 minutes to get out of the house. It's like, no. Long.
Yeah. And I'm their hairdresser.
Oh, yeah, she's the whole family's hairdresser.
This is a service.
This
is a service, a free
You know what,
service.
yeah? This is the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I learned to do hair. No, bear in mind, G is from the black side of my family. Yeah, both of us are from
I'm
each
white
other's
and
black
Chloe.
side of the
Fine.
yeah, exactly. Both of us are from the black side of each other's families. Yeah, I'm the only person in the whole family that can do hair. Her mum can't do, like, our aunties can't do hair. Her mum can't do
What?
hair. No,
We
well,
just
to be
went on
fair,
holiday, yeah.
your mum's learning now. But
Okay.
it's because I taught her. I was the first person that gave her braids, actually.
Yeah, she does my kids' hair quite good when they go and say.
Okay, good.
My kids.
Actually, no, to be fair, yeah, she did it
Yeah.
with
Robin's hair,
Robin's hair
fantastic.
looked sick the other day. Anyway, but I taught myself how to do hair, and then when her son was, so when Rio was born and he had long hair, I would do his. To be fair, he was such a bitch with his hair, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He used to cry
still
all the
is.
time. Yes, but yeah, I used to do his hair, and then I've done like her daughter's hair. I've done everyone's hair basically, and I do your hair. To be fair, I cut your hair.
Bonding. That is.
Yeah.
Connection time.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, oh, Chloe, do you want to come round? Oh, here's a brush.
I never do their hair, yeah. I'm like, oh, Chloe, we'll
literally.
just quickly do
Yeah,
this.
exactly. Or if they come to my house, their hair's a mess because she knows I'm not going out the
Always.
house like that.
Yeah.
I refuse. So I must do their hair.
I do that to my sibling. I'm like, oh, do you want to hang out? And then I'm taking out my braids that day.
Yeah,
and then
man. That's what happens to me. It's rude.
But
Yeah.
it's like it's bonding. We just want to spend time with you guys.
You can teach Dills now, and then Dills can do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And she can do my hair.
What is one thing, Chloe, that people might not know about Georgina, but you think is something that people should know?
I think going back to the thing about how probably a lot of people put us both in a box of like, G's a mum, I'm this whatever. I think a lot of people have only seen G as a mum when actually, like, prior to that, G had a business called Idyllic Youth, yeah, which I modelled for. That was probably my first modelling job, actually. But yeah, G had a brand called Idyllic Youth, and like you actually put mad energy into that, and it was a sick brand. Like I remember because Leonie and her dance group, my friend's dance group opened was it Mobos? Yeah, my friend's dance group opened the Mobos, and they all had Idyllic Youth on. So like Idyllic Youth basically opened the Mobos. I feel like Nicki Minaj asked you for something.
Yeah.
One time, innit?
Oh, that's amazing.
I feel like
Like,
like,
Mobos, yeah, that was a sick Mobos because they all wore it, and then literally, like half an hour later, a band was randomly, well, not randomly, Stussy was wearing it.
Oh, Stussy was wearing
I didn't
it.
know they was been wearing it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Stussy,
One
yeah.
Direction had it.
Yeah, what I was
really
gonna say,
good.
yeah, One Direction had it.
Oh, sick.
Like, it was
Yeah.
like, and that's the thing. It's funny because I think people, again, see you in certain chapters of your life and have no idea about the chapters before, and yeah, like you put mad energy into that, and it was cool. And to be fair, yeah, I feel like it was kind of ahead of its time because that was around the same time as like Trapstar was kind of like it was still like a kind of indie streetwear brand. Like people didn't really know about it, and it was like around them same times, and it was sick. So I think it's like G's not just getting into business stuff now. Like she's been doing it and is very good at it. And as I say, I think probably a lot of people don't know about that chapter or know some was for, oh, she had a nice little t-shirt company or something like that, when it's like, no, it actually was like a sick business.
I see some financial.
Yeah, well, if only I was me at that age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like spending money.
Yeah.
Oh, I just sold a hat. Let me go to the post office. Like, now I've got enough money to post it.
What about Chloe?
So I feel like kind of the opposite.
The opposite, yeah. I knew you were going to say that.
So I actually listened to a podcast you did up there, and you're like, oh, I'm not maternal, da-da-da. Whereas actually, if I open up your phone, yes, I'm sure the kids are her screensaver.
Yeah, no, I changed it recently because it's now my it usually is pretty much for the
What
whole.
is it now? Your dog?
No, it's not my dog. It's true. It's either my dog or the kids.
Yeah, literally.
Or the kids with my dog. 100%. No. Right now it's my vision board.
Oh, there we go. Okay, fair.
That's
you
the
can
reason.
replace them with that.
And actually, no. My vision board's only when I unlock my screen. I don't know. No, it's all of us going to carnival. That's what it is, actually.
There you
Yeah,
go. Her
it's
and
me
the
and the kids with the carnival.
But she actually is fantastic, and deep inside that soul, there is a lot of love.
Deep down.
Yes. I feel like you care about your people
Yeah.
very much. Probably more than anyone would actually give her credit for. Like, she really does. And you are a rider. Like,
Thanks, man.
You will literally, put people onto opportunities. She's always, you're volunteering now.
Yeah.
So, constantly giving back, which I think quite a lot of that stuff people probably wouldn't, they see kind of quite a hard, scary exterior.
Yeah.
But actually, she's a little soft cookie inside.
Don't air this.
Melted chocolate. Melted chocolate.
Yeah, literally. Caramel.
Yeah. I will sue you for putting this out.
So, yes.
Thanks. No, it's true. I think that's something I wish more people knew about me. But it's when you build up a certain not even persona, just what people think of me, innit? And I think it's because I don't do it in like a particularly flowery way, and I also don't really make a big song and dance about it as well. But yeah, no, it's true. It's actually like the opposite things.
Which is probably why we work so well, because we very much are. I said it before, chalk and cheese.
Yeah, but I think we're also the same. Just like
Yeah.
on like we're the same but different. Just like on like the flip side.
Yeah.
Really randomly, the day we met Rion, do you remember we were wearing opposite colours? Do you remember?
I remember I was wearing.
I remember I was wearing I was wearing green.
Black and green.
I was wearing green shorts. Yeah, that were
You
fucking
did my hair
short,
that day
bruv.
as well, like Lara Croft.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
that's
remember doing
cool.
her, but
a big cool.
But yeah,
black.
like I had I remember I had green on and black, and you had green on and black, and that's us basically.
There you go. Green and black.
Yeah. Oh my god, look.
I know. I was literally thinking that green and I was like, you're wearing green and black.
Oh, I
It's
should have
our
worn black.
personality.
It's meant to
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Last question. I'm going to count down to 3.
Okay.
And then I just want you to guys to say a word. The first word that comes into your mind.
Well, any word.
Any words.
Bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to filter myself, man. I might say something wrecky.
I mean, it's
No,
up
come
to you
on,
what
we
you
got
say.
this.
Okay,
Yeah.
you got
no,
this.
because
Yeah.
now cunts in my head. I can't say
No,
that.
Chloe.
Okay, sorry.
Are you your
shit, I
brain
hope my
waves
mum's not
locked
watching
in?
this.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Cheese. Incredible. What did you say?
Incredible. You're calling me cheesy. I should have said chalk.
I was going to say it starts with the same letter. No, it
No,
doesn't.
it
You know
doesn't.
what? You know, it's fine. It works. It works. Incredible cheese.
Incredible cheese.
Incredible cheese.
The only reason I could not be vegan. Incredible cheese. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to
Wait,
say.
was it meant to be a word that has something to do with you?
Fucking
Because
hope
I
not.
kind of zoned out while you were talking because I just was like, I can't swear, I can't swear, I can't swear, I can't swear.
Cheese.
Wow, wow. Wow. Oh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah,
I was going to do that, but I was like, I don't want to then have to explain where it comes from.
Oh, do you know what? I was going to say, it's been such a nice episode. Like,
Oh, thank
I've
you.
so
Yeah, thank you for having us.
enjoyed hearing
I've enjoyed hearing Chloe say nice things about me for the first time in my life.
Anyway.
First and last.
Yeah.
Well, you can just play it on repeat as your
Yeah,
ringtone.
100%.
Over and over. Honestly, it's been such a laugh, and I feel like your relationship is so special. It's full of so much banter. Do you know what I mean? I feel like
I know you're looking at me, so I can see that you always look at me like that. It's so annoying.
no, honestly, it's infectious, right? Like I feel like you've lifted my spirits today, which
Good.
is really
Love that.
nice. And it's like I don't know, it just reminds me so much of like me and my sibling, and it's just I'm glad you guys have each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's lovely,
I was gonna
and
say
I'm glad
something
you
and you
both
said it
said
first.
lovely things about each other too.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.